Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is David Phelps with My Honest Travel Agent, 770-783-1656, coming to you from the Hard Rock Los Cabos. I just completed a 7-night stay here, and before that I was at the Rio Palace Los Cabos for 4 nights. In this video I just want to talk to you a little bit about my stay and what I thought, the differences between these two resorts is what I'm going to focus on in this video. My next video is going to give you a quick rundown of the site inspections I did during my stay here. There is definitely a price difference between these two resorts, and I can see why. This resort, I can tell the construction material that they used is more expensive. This place is further away from town, so they have to invest more in transportation to get their employees here. There's also a higher level of service and a higher level of inclusions in most cases. I mean, I'd say the only category that Rio wins over this resort would be breakfast and lunch buffet, having more variety. The Hard Rock, they're just don't have as many things out there being offered, and it's unfortunate when you stay here, but they way more make up for it with dinner. Menus are much bigger, and the food is a lot better. I mean, for example, there's a girl going around making mixology margaritas in El Toro, the steakhouse at night. That was very nice. She's sitting there smoking in your glass and then making a margarita right there. I think we had passion fruit and mango, and she's putting little things in it that are making it look pretty, and it's extremely tasty. Probably the best margarita I've ever had. And for a guy that's lived in Mexico for 10 years, well, that's saying a lot. You can see behind me there's a Hurricane Hillary that had passed through just 2 days ago. That's why the sky doesn't look as pretty as normal. This hotel, they did an absolutely fabulous job in compensating for that. There's so many different places to eat outside. Like, let me show you right there over my shoulder. That's one. And then over my shoulder, there's another one. There's the Mexican restaurant that's also open air. There's 4 different places to eat outside. And when you've got tropical storm force winds, they shut it all down outside. Nobody could go towards the pool area, and especially not on the beach. But I mean right now they don't really want me any further than where I'm at right now, because those waves right there, they will kill you. Seriously, they will kill you. It is not to be toyed with. But they put in buffet lines around the lobby. They brought in ping pong tables and moved it to areas where there was enough space. They had giant Jenga out there. They had blackjack tables. They really kept guests happy, to be honest with you. The Moonlight Bar, they opened up that for all day just to meet the demand, because there was so many bars exterior that were closed. So they did a really good job on that, keeping guests happy. There's going to be some maintenance issues that this resort's going to go through over the next couple of days, and I'm sure a lot of places are feeling the same pain. So I think whenever you have a high winds, and you're going to have some repairs to be done. This destination's not used to getting rain, so there was some issues with that as well. But overall, I think the destination fared very well and really dodged a bullet, because there wasn't more rain than what there could have been with a storm of that magnitude passing so close. I really enjoyed this resort a lot. Comparing it to other Hard Rocks, this is going to be my number 2. And I would say close to number 1. My number 1 would still be Punta Cana, and I think that's mainly just because of the amount of the more entertainment that's there in Punta Cana. I mean, a rock band every night, whereas here you know, the bands were, they could get better bands. I mean, there's a lot of 70s like disco music being played by the bands, and in my opinion, that just isn't hard rock. But you know, people were happy, people were having fun. I definitely could have had more fun with hard rock bands or alternative rock bands, stuff from the 90s or 2000s. But that's just my personal taste, and you know, take it with a grain of salt, right? Then their shows were a couple, you know, they had shows a couple of nights. I peeked into a couple of those. They had like characters walking around, like a big-headed Michael Jackson and big-headed Slash. It was kind of cool. Kind of cool seeing those guys around. You know, one thing I really liked about this resort that sets it apart from Riviera Maya is the location of a lot of the resorts and restaurants and what's around them. Like for example, El Toro, the steakhouse, when you're at Riviera Maya and you're put on a 2-hour long wait, you really don't have anywhere to wait. That little lobby area of the restaurant is totally full, and outside is dark around the pools. So not so good. Here, there's a teen club right there with video games. The kids club is right there as well, so you know, you could pop into those places with your kids and have a little bit of fun. There's a bar right there, so you don't really feel too bored or anything like that, right? So I thought that was really good. You know, everything here is close. You can walk to anywhere on the resort within like 8 minutes, maybe, tops. I mean, from one end to the absolute other. Whereas at Punta Cana, if you're going to walk diagonally, that might be a 30-minute walk, you know, so that's a much, much bigger property, and that is a downside to that one, but it's also can be turned into its upside. So it's really just a matter of what your preferences are and which destination you're more interested in. Pricing wise, I now have learned why Cabo is more expensive. Land costs is much more expensive, so therefore your rent, you know, rent for the employees is much higher than in all the other destinations that where there are hard rock resorts. So you know, they have to pay their employees more, and with a place of this size, that's a lot of employees. So you know, and then, you know, general cost of living being higher, like you know, providing for the all-inclusive, you know, the food and drink and whatnot. So they that's more expensive, and that's a cost that gets passed on to you, the consumer. But absolutely beautiful facility, I think, and I really had a great time, even though there was a storm. But you cannot swim at this beach any time of the year. This is a non-swimmable beach, just like most of Los Cabos. All right, well, thank you very much for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. This again is David Phelps, my honest travel agent, 770-783-1656. Take care. Bye.